Hello. Good evening, everyone. How's the food? Delicious? You guys could have lied to me. I'm really hungry. I'm kidding. My name's Ashley Peralta, and for this speech, Paul gave us the prompt, "Why are you here?" To which the wisecracking voice in my head said, "Because my first year never ended." You see, this is my second year with AmeriCorps, but honestly, I became way more invested in my first year than I had ever intended. My second graders grew attached to me as I did to them, and my high schoolers proved that they needed and appreciated my talents. But that's only the reason why I came back. It isn't the reason why I'm still here. My first year, I worked with second grade and high schoolers. This year, I continued my work with the high schoolers. I also followed the second graders into third grade at Saturday School's Montgomery Blair site. So let me share a memory of a typical but pivotal Saturday morning. On the morning of Saturday, April 25th, I dragged myself into my third grade classroom. Seriously, why am I here today? I thought. I should have called out and stayed home sleeping. Boom! 3 students bolted open the door. "We have to hide!" They scrambled to find a good hiding place. "You all hide from Miss L every week. Do you really think she won't know this week?" They scrambled to find a good hiding place. Miss Ashley, just turn off the lights, please." I had to laugh. Their persistence was admirable. More students came in and scrambled to their usual hiding spaces. Everyone was in ready position except one student, Alejandro. He made a beeline to his seat and melted into it. When Miss L came in, she said in her most sarcastic voice, "Oh no, where could my third graders be?" She turned on the lights and I chuckled. They really did do this every week. I know that Suleiman is behind the desk, the Din sisters are under the table, and she went on to name every student that there was and their respective hiding place. It became a drill at this point. Later that morning, I went in to check on Alejandro because I knew that he needed a push every now and again to finish his work. "Alejandro, are you finished?" Without raising his head from his desk, he mumbled, "Yes." I paused. "Are you feeling okay?" "Yes." I remembered from our discussion about a month ago that he was having some issues getting to Saturday school on time, which often meant that he would miss breakfast. "Are you hungry?" He finally raised his head. "Yes, I'm feeling hungry because I'm bored." He cunningly smiled as I laughed long and hard. At first, I thought, well, I should find him some snacks or something. But then I paused. No, he means to say something else with that. I wonder what that's about. I gestured towards the whiteboard and told Alejandro, "Well, come on, I have something for you to do." The truth was, I had nothing for him to do. But I knew if he stayed bored long enough, one of two things could happen. He could lay in between 2 seats and refuse to get up to do anything at all, as Paul will fondly remember, or he could lead a class rebellion. Neither were performances I was willing to risk. I was curious to know what his talents were, so I asked, "Do you like drawing?" He lit up, "Of course." In that moment, I realized that that was why I was there. "Let's play a game." He picked up the blue and red markers and stood in ready position. "I'm going to draw this rectangle, make something out of it. Show me your imagination." Without hesitation, Alejandro turned the rectangle into a train. A rectangle into a train. Who does that? The next shape I drew was a circle, and again, he transformed that circle into a robot. This game went on for about 10 minutes. At the end of the 10 minutes, it was time to go home. As I was getting ready to turn around and gently remind Alejandro that dismissal time means cleanup time, he did something that truly amazed me. He had already begun cleaning up. Students like Alejandro need someone to water their seeds of talent. When he told me that he was hungry because he was bored, I suspected that that meant he had a talent that wasn't being exercised. Alejandro had already made that connection himself. Could you believe that? He was already ahead of me in educational psychology. I just got a degree. How did that happen? And he helped me recognize why I'm here. Kids need someone who lets them learn through doing. I came into AmeriCorps with the anticipation of coming out a teacher. What I hadn't realized was that part of teaching means that I was responsible for feeding their hunger. Now, I don't mean I have to give them money to buy snacks. This could mean their hunger for learning, their hunger for belonging, or even more deeply, their hunger for love. My responsibility was to set up the table and let them choose what they wanted to eat. Whether that meant drawing games with Alejandro or morning hiding rituals with Suleiman, Ashley, Melissa, Daniela, Alex, they will always associate positivity with learning, and that is what they will seek to ingest. So I go back to Paul's question. Paul, I'm sorry, but earlier I really tried to do an Australian accent. It didn't work. So why am I here? I would say it's definitely to make sure that students don't go hungry because they're bored. Thank you.